You may be searching for videos on how to tie a Windsor knot or a half Windsor knot. My suggestion is that you check out the Pratt Knot, which I think is way cooler, it's a lot less bulky, and you still get that nice symmetrical and triangular tie knot. What's up, fellas? I'm Baron. This is Effortless Gent. If you only learn one tie knot in your entire life, I suggest it is the 4-in-hand knot. Now, I did a separate video about that. You can check it out up here. I'm going to link to it. The Pratt knot is the second most important knot that I believe you should learn. It is just like the half Windsor in terms of the shape and the look of it, but it's not as bulky, and I think it's a little bit easier to do. And I just think it's a cool knot altogether. So let me show you how to tie a Pratt knot. Okay, so I always start with my collar buttoned and my collar points up just so it gets out of the way and it's easier to tie my tie. I have the narrow end on the left side and the wider end on the right side. You'll also notice that the tie is upside down, right? So the front side is actually facing me and you're seeing the back side here. The narrow end of the tie, typically when I'm starting out, ends at around this second button right here. Or like around my belly button, somewhere around there. Your mileage may vary on that. It's going to depend on the length of your tie, also how tall or short you are, or maybe how long or short your torso is. But give that a try and see if that works out for you. Also remember that the narrow end is always going to stay still and you're going to be wrapping the wider end around. Okay, so the front blade is going to cross underneath the tail, and then you're going to take the front blade and actually go through the loop and exit out on the left side. Now that the front blade is going to be on your left side and the back of the tie is still showing. From here, you want to wrap across. This is step 2. Wrap across the knot that you're creating, right? So now the front blade is on the right side and the front side of the tie is showing. From here, you want to take the front blade and go underneath and through the loop, like so. But you want to make sure that the front of the tie is showing. Now from here, you're going to take the tip of the front blade again, take it through the loop that you just created by wrapping it around. Boom. Before you tighten, hold on to the edges of the tie so it's like creating this dimple. And then from there, you can kind of mess around with it. You know, it kind of takes a minute to like make it perfect. And then you can kind of like stretch out the triangle there, the knots, to make sure it's nice and symmetrical. But yeah, as you can see, you know, this is like the perfect length. This is exactly how you want it. From there, all you gotta do is, take your collar down and you can tighten the knot. You can hold down the narrow blade too and tighten it more to your neck. Just make sure it looks good, make sure it's nice and snug. And that's it. So in an ideal world, the front blade, the tip of it is gonna go right past your belt or like your pants waist. It's gonna end right in that area. And that is the perfect length. The narrow end ideally would be shorter than the wider end, just so it's kind of like hidden. But to be honest, I don't really worry about that too much. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, sometimes it's the same length. I don't worry about that, not that big of a deal. Lastly, you wanna make sure that as you're forming the knot, that you have a nice dimple. You don't want like a smooth like situation going on. You want there to be a dimple there where your tie knot is formed. And that's really it. That is the Pratt knot, my favorite alternative to the half Windsor or the Windsor knot. All right, fellas, I hope that helped. Make sure to check out this video if you want to see how to tie a 4-in-hand knot. You can also check out this video if you want to see 4 classic ways to fold your pocket square. And if you want more men's style tips from a chill-ass Filipino dude, make sure you subscribe. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.